Hello everyone, this is our next lecture on the same topic, measure of central tendency. In last lecture, we have seen the definition of measure of central tendency. Central tendency refers to a central value of a series. After that, its properties and function of central properties and purpose of measure of central tendency. After that, we saw the definition of arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is denoted by x bar and is defined as sum of observation divided by total number of observation. Then calculation of arithmetic mean for different type of data. First, for individual observation. So the formula for arithmetic mean for individual observation is x bar is equal to summation of xi upon n, where n is number of observation. Then arithmetic mean for ungrouped frequency distribution. Ungrouped frequency distribution means observation along with frequency, means this type of data. 10, suppose the observation is 10, its frequency is 2. Then next observation is 20, its frequency, suppose it is 7. So for this type of data is known as ungrouped frequency distribution. So for the ungrouped frequency distribution, the formula for arithmetic mean is x bar is equal to summation of fi into xi divided by summation of fi. Means this first column is known as xi and the second column is fi, means observation along with frequency. So the product of first column and second column, that is fi into xi and its sum. So fi into xi divided by summation of fi. Summation of fi means sum of this column. So the formula for ungrouped frequency distribution is x bar is equal to summation of fi into xi divided by summation of fi. Then arithmetic mean for group frequency distribution. Group frequency distribution means class interval along with frequency, means this type of data. Suppose the first class interval is 10 to 20. Suppose its frequency is 7. Next class interval is 20 to 30. Suppose its frequency is 10. So for this type of data, the formula for calculation of arithmetic mean is x bar is equal to summation of fi into mi divided by summation of fi. Here mi means midpoint. So for this type of data we have to calculate the middle value. The formula for middle value is lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Means for this type of class interval the mid value is 10 plus 20, 30. 30 by 2 is 50. So for this class interval middle value is 15. So the formula for group frequency distribution is x bar is equal to fi into mi divided by fi. This formula is known as arithmetic mean calculation of arithmetic mean by using the direct method. The next method for calculation of arithmetic mean for group frequency distribution is step deviation method. The formula for step deviation method is x bar is equal to a plus summation of fi into di divided by n into h, where di is equal to mi minus a upon h. Mi is midpoint or middle value. H is class width. Class width is calculated as upper class limit minus lower class limit. Suppose for this type of class interval class width is 20 minus 10, that is 10. So di is equal to mi minus a upon h, and a is assume mean. Assume mean means we have to assume some value from the given observation. So this assumption is based on n. If n is odd, means number of observations are odd, then the assume mean is a middlemost observation. And if n is even, means there are even number of observation, then assume mean is any one point of the middle to observation. So the formula for step deviation method is x bar is equal to A plus summation of Fi into Di upon N. Capital N means summation of Fi into H, where H is class width. Then we saw properties of arithmetic mean. First property is sum of observation is equal to the product of arithmetic mean and number of observation. That is summation of xi is equal to n into x bar. We know that the formula for arithmetic mean is x bar is equal to summation of xi upon n. So from this we can say that summation of xi is equal to n into x bar, that is sum of observation equal to the product of arithmetic mean and number of observation. Second property is the algebraic sum of deviations of observation from their arithmetic mean is 0, that is summation of xi minus x bar is always 0. Next property is effect of change of origin and scale. If ui is equal to xi minus a upon h, then u bar is equal to x bar minus a upon h. Next property is calculation of arithmetic mean for combined group. So the formula for combined arithmetic mean is denoted by xc bar and is given by n1 into x1 bar plus n2 into x2 bar divided by n1 plus n2, where n1 is sample size of first group, n2 is sample size of second group, x1 bar is arithmetic mean of first group and x2 bar is arithmetic mean of second group. After that we saw weighted arithmetic mean. Sometimes weights are given. In that case we calculate weighted arithmetic mean. Weighted arithmetic mean is denoted by xw bar and it is given as summation of wi xi divided by summation of wi. After that we saw merits and demerits of arithmetic mean. To overcome the drawback of arithmetic mean, we saw our second measure of central tendency, that is median. So the definition of median is the middlemost observation. Then we saw the calculation of median first for qualitative data. If qualities are given, then median is the middlemost observation. Firstly, we have to arrange the data either in increasing order or in decreasing order. Then the middlemost observation is known as median. Second, we saw calculation of median for individual observation. So for individual observation, if n means number of observations are odd, then the formula for median is the value of n plus 1 by 2th observation. Firstly, we have to arrange the data either in increasing order or in decreasing order. And then the median is, if n number of observations are odd, then the median is value of n plus 1 by 2th observation. And if number of observations are even, then median is the value of n by 2th observation plus n by 2 plus 1th observation divided by 2. Now we see calculation of median for discrete frequency distribution. Discrete frequency distribution means observation along with frequency, means this type of data. Suppose we denote the observations by xi's and its corresponding frequencies by fi's. Suppose the first observation is 2, its frequency is 10. Second observation is 5, let its frequency be 7. Third observation 1, its frequency is 2, and so on. Suppose this type of data, individual observation along with frequency. So this is known as discrete frequency distribution. So calculation of median for discrete frequency distribution. In discrete frequency distribution, the variable x takes values x1, x2 up to xn. Means this variable here, the value of x1 is 2. The value of x2 is 5. The value of x3 is 3. Since we have only 3 variables, we have the values of x1, x2 and x3. x takes the values x1, x2 up to xn with respective frequencies f1, f2 and f2, fn. Here f1 is 10, f2 is 7, f3 is 2. Then the steps involved in computation of median, means for this type of data, the median can be calculated by using the following steps. So the first step is prepare less than cumulative frequency distribution. Means for given type of data, first step is you have to prepare the less than type of cumulative frequency. Steps 2, let total frequency Fi be n, means you have to calculate the total frequency which is denoted by Fi or n, and then find n by 2, means we have to divide this n by 2 and compute the value of n by 2. Next step is find the cumulative frequency which is just bigger than n by 2. Means we have to find the cumulative frequency, the value of cumulative frequency which is just greater than the value of n by 2. And last step is the corresponding value of the variable for such cumulative frequency gives median. So the corresponding value of the variable, either it is x1, x2 up to xn, any values which gives the median. This is the procedure of calculation of median for discrete frequency distribution. We try to understand this procedure by taking the example. So example, frequency distribution of the number of students absent in a class for 1 month is given below. Find the median number of students absent. So data is number of students absent and number of days. There are 22 days of a class in 1 month. So we have to calculate the median. We can see the data is of discrete frequency distribution, means individual observation along with frequency. So for this type of data, the procedure is, first step is prepare less than type cumulative frequency distribution. Firstly, we have to prepare the less than type cumulative frequency distribution. So we arrange the data, just write these two rows as in columns. So first column is number of students absent as it is 0 to up to 5. Then number of days as it is. Our first step is we have to compute the less than type cumulative frequency. So for less than type cumulative frequency, first observation as it is, that is 2 as it is. Then for next observation we have to add this observation in next frequency, means 2 plus 1 which is equals to 3. Then next this 3 plus this 4, 3 plus 4 which is equal to 7. Next 7 plus 10 which is equals to 17. Next 17 plus 3, 20. Next 20 plus 2 which is equal to 22. So in this way we can calculate the less than type cumulative frequency. Now the second step. Second step is let the total frequency Fi be n, means we have to calculate the total frequency, that is n, and we have to find n by 2. So the total frequency means sum of this observation, and this last observation is the total frequency, that is 22 is the total frequency. Now we have to calculate the value of n by 2, that is total frequency divided by 2. Here our total frequency is 22 divided by 2. So the value of n by 2 is 22 divided by 2 which is equals to 11. So the value of n by 2 equals to 11. Now third step. Third step is find the cumulative frequency which is just bigger than n by 2. Means we have to find the cumulative frequency which is just greater than n by 2. Here our n by 2 is 11. So we have to find the value just greater than 11. So 2 is less than 11. Now 3 is also less than 11. We have to find the value greater than 11. Now 7 is also less than 11. Then 70 17 is greater than 11. 20 is also greater than 11 and 22 is also greater than 11, but we have to find the first value which is greater than 11. So the first value which is greater than 11 is 17. So our third step is find the cumulative frequency which is just bigger than n by 2. So the cumulative frequency which is just bigger than n by 2, that is just greater than 11, is 17. So this is our third step. Now the last step, the corresponding value of the variable for such cumulative frequency gives the median. Means the corresponding value of the variable for such cumulative frequency, it is the value of variable is our median. So our cumulative frequency is 70, and for that the value of the variable is, these are the variable which are denoted by x's, and these are the frequencies. So the value of variable which is just greater than cumulative frequency, value of variable is 3. So 3 is our median. It is the value of variable. Don't write 10 or 17. Write the value of variable. First column is always of variable and second column is of frequency. So the cumulative frequency just greater than 11. 11. Why 11? Because 11 is the value of n by 2, number of total frequency divided by 2. The value of cumulative frequency just greater than 11, it is 17, and the value of variable is the median. So here value of variable is 3. So 3 is our median. Means for discrete frequency distribution, your first step is you have to calculate less than type cumulative frequency. Next step is you have to find the value of n by 2. So n by 2 is, for this example, n by 2 is 11. Then you have to find the value of cumulative frequency. Means from this column you have to find the value of cumulative frequency just greater than n by 2. Here our n by 2 is 11. So we have to find the value greater than 11. First value which is greater than 11 is 17. And then the corresponding value of the variable, means for this cumulative frequency the value of variable is 3. So 3 is our median. Means for this type of, for the given data, our median is 3. Next topic is calculation of median for continuous frequency distribution. Continuous frequency distribution means class interval along with frequency. Means this type of data, if the class intervals are, first class interval is 10 to 20, means this is x-size column, and let its frequency be, frequency is denoted by fi. So frequency for first class interval is 2. Suppose next class interval is 20 to 30, and its frequency be, suppose it is 7. Next class interval is 30 to 40, and its frequency suppose 1. So this type of data is known as continuous frequency distribution, class interval along with frequency. Now we will see calculation of median for continuous frequency distribution. So in continuous frequency distribution, values of the variable are in the form of class interval with frequency, means class interval along with frequency. Here it is assumed that classes are continuous, that is exclusive method of classification is used, and if it is not so, then they are converted to continuous by using adjusting factor. Means if classes are not continuous, means suppose the first class is 10 to 90 and second class interval is 90 to, sorry, second class interval is 20 to 29, means these are the discrete classes. So we have to convert these discrete classes into continuous classes by subtracting 0.5 from the lower limit and adding 0.5 to the upper limit. So by 10 minus 0.5 it is 9.5, and 19 plus 0.5 it is 19.5. Similarly 20 minus 0.5 which is equals to 19.5, and 29 plus 0.5 which is equal to 29.5. Now these are the continuous classes. Continuous means this upper limit is same as the lower limit of second class interval. So if the classes are not continuous, first step is you have to make it continuous by subtracting 0.5 from the lower limit and adding 0.5 to the upper limit. Then median is obtained by using the following steps. Means the procedure is as follows. First step is prepare less than type cumulative frequency distribution. Means firstly you have to calculate less than type cumulative frequencies. Second step is calculate total frequency and find n by 2. Third is locate cumulative frequency just greater than n by 2. Next, the class corresponding to such cumulative frequency is known as median class. Means the class which the cumulative frequency which is just greater than n by 2, that class is known as median class, and the median means your answer should belongs to that class. And next step is the value of median is obtained by using the formula. The formula for median for continuous frequency distribution is median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus Cf upon f into h, where L is lower boundary of the median class, f is frequency of the median class, h is class width of the median class. Means width can be calculated by using the formula upper limit minus lower limit, or upper boundary minus lower boundary. N which is equal to summation of fi, that is total frequency, and Cf is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding to the median class. It is the cumulative frequency just above the median class. We can understand this procedure by using the example. Suppose find median of the following frequency distribution. Two rows are given, marks and number of students. 0 to 20, there are 4 students who got marks between 0 to 20. 20 to 40, 8. 40 to 60, 9. 60 to 80, 20. And 80 to 100 are 9. We have to calculate the median. So first data is of continuous frequency distribution. Classes are already continuous. Means this upper limit of first class interval is same as lower limit of second class interval. So no need to arrange the data in continuous form. It is already in continuous form. So our first step is we have to calculate less than type cumulative frequency. So just write these two rows as a column as it is. First column is marks and second column is number of student. Marks which is also denoted by xi's, and number of student, that is fi's. So just add the third column, that is less than type cumulative frequency. Less than type cumulative frequency, write 4 as it is. Then this 4 plus 8. 4 plus 8 which is equals to 12. Then this 12 plus 9, or 9 plus 12 which is equals to 21. Then 21 plus 20 which is equals to 41. Then 41 plus 9 which is equals to 50. And this last observation is total frequency, that is 50. This sum of all these observations, that is 50. So our first step is we have to calculate less than type cumulative frequency. Now Next step is we have to find the value of n by 2. So here n is 50 and 50 by 2 is 25. 50 by 2 is equals to 25. So the value of n by 2 is 25. Next step is locate cumulative frequency just greater than n by 2. So we have to find the cumulative frequency which is just greater than n by 2. Here our n by 2 is 25. So we have to find the value of cumulative frequency which is just greater than 25. So 4 is less than 25. 12 is also less than 25. 21 is less than 25. 41 is greater than 25. And 50 is also greater than 25. But procedure, according to the procedure, we have to find the value of cumulative, first value of cumulative frequency which is greater than n by 2. So our first value which is greater than 25 is 41. So this is the value of cumulative frequency just greater than n by 2. Next step is the class corresponding to such frequency is known as median class, and median belongs to that class. So here the class 60 to 80 is our median class. This is our median class because the value of 41 is greater, first value which is greater than 25. So this class is known as median class. And our value, our answer of median, our answer, that is value of median, must be lie between 60 to 80. Then we can apply the formula of median for discrete then we can apply this formula, that is median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus CF upon F into H. So for this formula, here n is equal to 50, means number of observations are 50. The value of n by 2 is 25. The cumulative frequency just greater than n by 2 is 41, and therefore 60 to 80 is our median class. Now for this formula we have to first find these values. So L is the lower limit of the median class. So this is our median class 60 to 80 and its lower limit is 60. So the value of L is 60. Now the value of n by 2 is 25. F, frequency of that class. Which class? Median class. Frequency of median class means this value. F is frequency. So the frequency of median class is 20. So the value of F is 20. Now CF. CF means cumulative frequency preceding to the median class. Means cumulative frequency preceding to the median class. This is our median class. And cumulative frequency just preceding to the median class. So the value of CF is 21. Means the value of cumulative frequency just above the median class. So it is CF is 21. And H is the class width. Class width is upper class limit minus lower class limit. That is 80 minus 60, which is equals to 20. So all values are known. Just substitute the value in this formula and calculate the median. So median is equal to L. L is 60 plus n by 2. It is 25 minus CF means cumulative frequency preceding to the median class, which is equals to 21. F is frequency of the median class, which is 20, and H is a class width, which is equals to 20. So median is equal to 60 plus, just solve this bracket, 25 minus 21 divided by 20 is 0.2 into 20. So median is equal to 60 plus 4 and median is equal to 64. So for this type of data, median is equal to 64. Now you can check your answer, right? It is whether it is right or wrong. So the value of median, median belongs to that class. If the means you can check the value of median that must be in the class interval 60 to 80, and our answer is 64. So it is in the class interval 60 to 80. So our answer is right. So for this type of data, the value of median is 64. In next lecture, we will see median by graphical method and merits and demerits of median. Thank you.